Good day, Professor Christian Ollier, and to my only classmate, Ms. Moranian in Logistic, Operation and Supply Chain Management. This is my report on freight transport. Have you ever wondered how the fresh mangoes from Zambales reach your local market in Manila? Or how the latest smartphone assembled in another country ends up in your hands? The magic behind this is called freight transport. It is the process of moving goods, cargo, or commodities from one place to another. This is not just about a single box. It involves massive quantities of products, from tiny microchips to giant construction materials. Think of it as the circulatory system of our economy. Just like blood carries oxygen to every part of our body, freight transport carries essential goods to every corner of our archipelago, keeping our communities alive and running. The importance of this system cannot be overstated, especially for a country like the Philippines. Every single day, countless businesses depend on it. A small bakery in Cebu needs flour delivered from a mill in Luzon to bake our favorite pandesal. A large factory in a special economic zone needs raw materials to manufacture clothes that will be sold here and abroad. Imagine if this system stopped. Shelves in our supermarkets would go empty. Farmers would not be able to sell their harvests, and factories would have to shut down. Freight transport is the invisible force that ensures we have food on our table, clothes on our backs, and the tools we need for our daily lives. This intricate dance of logistics connects producers to consumers, no matter how far apart they are. Let's follow a simple product, like a bag of your favorite chips. The journey begins with potatoes harvested from a farm in Benguet. These potatoes are loaded onto a truck and transported to a processing plant, perhaps in Laguna. There they are washed, sliced, fried, and packaged. The finished bags of chips are then loaded onto bigger trucks. These trucks travel hundreds of kilometers, navigating busy highways and city streets to deliver the chips to a central warehouse. From this warehouse, smaller vans will distribute them to sari-sari stores, supermarkets, and convenience stores all over the region. This entire journey is a perfect example of freight transport at work. It is a chain of coordinated movements, involving different people and different types of vehicles, all working together for a common goal. It ensures that the farmer's hard work is not wasted and that you, the consumer, can enjoy a simple snack whenever you want. The cost of your chips, the freshness of your vegetables, and the availability of your medicine are all directly affected by how efficiently this system works. It is a vital, yet often overlooked part of our modern world, a silent engine that powers our nation's progress and connects our islands. In an archipelago of over 7,000 islands, moving goods is a unique challenge that requires different methods. The most common and visible form of freight transport in the Philippines is by road. Trucks of all sizes are the workhorses of our economy. You see them everywhere. 10-wheeler trucks hauling sand and gravel for construction, refrigerated vans carrying fresh meat and produce, and smaller delivery trucks zipping through city traffic with packages. These vehicles form the backbone of our local supply chain, connecting farms in the highlands to markets in the lowlands and linking factories to distribution centers. They are the final link, ensuring goods reach the doorsteps of businesses and homes. Given our geography, sea transport is absolutely essential. Our country is more water than land, making ships the primary movers of large quantities of goods between islands. This is called inter-island shipping. Huge container ships dock at major ports like the Port of Manila, Batangas, and Cebu, carrying everything from cars and electronics to rice and cement. Roll-on/roll-off vessels, or Ro-Ro ships, are also very popular. These ships allow trucks to simply drive on and off, making the transfer of goods from land to sea and back again much smoother. Sea freight is slower than other methods, but it is the most cost-effective way to move bulky items over long distances across our seas. When speed is the top priority, we turn to the skies. Air freight is the fastest way to transport goods, making it ideal for high-value, time-sensitive, or perishable items. Think of freshly cut flowers from Baguio being sent to florists in Davao for a festival, or critical medical supplies and vaccines that need to be delivered urgently to a remote province. Major airports like Ninoy Aquino International Airport, Mactan Cebu International Airport, and Clark International Airport have dedicated cargo terminals to handle these special shipments. While it is the most expensive option for certain industries and emergencies, the speed and reliability of air transport are indispensable. Let's not forget our railways, which are slowly being revived as a freight transport option. While not as extensive as in other countries, our train systems, like the Philippine National Railways, are being modernized to handle more cargo. Imagine a train carrying hundreds of tons of sugar from the fields of Negroes, bypassing the congested roads and delivering the goods directly to a port or industrial park. This could significantly reduce traffic and lower transportation costs. By combining road, sea, air, and rail, our country creates a complex logistics network, a true testament to the Filipino spirit of finding ways to connect and move forward, no matter the distance. Despite its importance, our freight transport system faces many difficult challenges. Perhaps the most frustrating one for everyone is traffic congestion, especially in Metro Manila and other major urban centers. Trucks carrying vital goods can get stuck in traffic for hours, leading to significant delays. This Carmageddon not only wastes fuel and time, but also increases the cost of products, a burden that is eventually passed on to the consumer. A delivery that should take 2 hours can stretch to 5 or 6, disrupting schedules and affecting the freshness of perishable goods. The slow movement of cargo on our roads remains a major bottleneck for the entire supply chain. Another formidable opponent is our country's unpredictable weather. Being in the Pacific Ring of Fire and the typhoon belt means we are constantly battered by storms. A strong typhoon can bring the entire freight system to a halt. Ports are closed, forcing ships to seek shelter and delaying shipments for days or even weeks. Flights are canceled, grounding valuable air cargo. Landslides can block major highways, cutting off entire provinces from the supply of food and other necessities. These natural calamities are a constant threat, and our logistics network must always be prepared to face them, recover quickly, and find alternative routes to keep goods moving. The state of our infrastructure also presents a significant hurdle. While new roads and bridges are being built, many of our existing ones, especially in rural areas, are in poor condition. Old, narrow roads and dilapidated bridges make it difficult and dangerous for large trucks to pass through. Many of our ports and airports are also operating beyond their capacity, leading to congestion and long waiting times for ships and planes to load or unload their cargo. These infrastructure gaps slow down the movement of goods, increase the risk of damage, and make our country less competitive. Upgrading and maintaining our infrastructure is a continuous and costly endeavor. Finally, there are procedural and bureaucratic challenges. The process of moving goods, especially through our ports, can sometimes involve a lot of paperwork and multiple clearances from different government agencies. These complex regulations, sometimes referred to as red tape, can cause delays and create opportunities for corruption. Simplifying these processes and using digital technology to streamline documentation could make a huge difference. Overcoming these obstacles, traffic, typhoons, old infrastructure, and red tape, is crucial. A more efficient and resilient freight transport system is needed to ensure the smooth flow of commerce and support the daily needs of every Filipino. The journey of our products doesn't end at our shores. The Philippines is an active player in the global market, and international freight is our link to the rest of the world. This is how we send our world-famous products like desiccated coconut, bananas, and electronic components to countries like the United States, Japan, and China. It is also how we receive goods we need, from crude oil to machinery and consumer products. This process involves a complex partnership between local exporters, international shipping lines, airlines, and freight forwarders who handle all the logistics and documentation required for customs clearance in different countries. Sending a container of Philippine-made furniture to a buyer in Europe is a fascinating journey. First, the furniture is carefully packed and loaded into a container at the factory. A truck then transports this container to a major international port, like the Manila International Container Terminal. Here, it goes through customs inspection and is loaded onto a massive container ship. This ship will then sail across oceans, possibly making stops at other ports in Asia, before finally reaching its destination port in Europe weeks later. From there, another truck will pick up the container and deliver it to the buyer's warehouse. This global supply chain connects our local artisans to the world market. Thankfully, we are seeing many positive developments and solutions being implemented to improve our freight transport system. The government's Build, Build, Build program and its continuation has focused on upgrading our infrastructure. New highways, bypass roads, and bridges are being constructed to decongest our cities and connect previously isolated areas. Our ports and airports are also being modernized and expanded to handle more cargo efficiently. For example, the development of the new Clark City and its international airport is aimed at creating a new logistics hub north of Manila, easing the pressure on the capital region. Technology is also playing a key role in this transformation. Many logistics companies are now using digital platforms to track shipments in real time, optimize delivery routes to avoid traffic, and manage warehouse inventories more effectively. The government is also pushing for the digitalization of customs and port procedures to reduce paperwork and increase transparency. A strong and modern freight transport system is more than just about moving boxes. It is about building a stronger economy. It attracts foreign investment,